Hi guys, we're back again for another mini lesson. Hopefully you can see me okay. Let me move it. There we go. All right, so today we're going to actually break apart a recipe because I'm going to have my kids make another fun recipe for you. The recipe we're going to do is first you need to find out what the name is. It's cake mix cookies. So it tells you all the information right at the top. Prep time, only 5 minutes. Cook time, 10 minutes. Total time, 15 minutes. And it gives you 24 cookies. So, what do we need? 1 box cake mix. It says 18.25 ounces. Most of them are 15.6, so they said to add 1/4 cup flour. Okay? So that's just something for your information. So we need 1 box of cake mix and 1/4 a cup of flour. 2 eggs, 1/2 a cup of vegetable oil, and then any add-ins you want. You can use sprinkles, chocolate chips, M&Ms. We're going to see what I have when we decide to make it. So, you know the ingredients. How many ingredients are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients plus the add-ins. So let's say 5 ingredients. That's what you gather first. Then we need to know what the oven is. So it says preheat oven to 350 degrees. So you would set your oven for 350 degrees. Then the other thing that we need is a baking sheet with parchment paper, which we set aside. After that, the only other thing we need is a large mixing bowl to mix it together and a whisk or a fork to stir. Okay? So in the mixing bowl, you put the cake mix and flour, eggs and oil, and you stir it until it's smooth, until you don't see any lumps. So this is a really easy direction. You mix in the desired add-ins if you want, and then using a cookie scoop or a spoon, so we do need a spoon as well, you're going to put it on the cookie sheet, about 2 inches apart, and then you bake for 9 to 10 minutes until lightly golden at the edges. Allow the cookies to cool for 3 to 4 minutes before transferring to a wire rack and eating. So, how many ingredients are there? We have cake mix, 1/2 cup flour, 2 eggs, and 1 cup oil, or 1/2 a cup oil, and the mix-ins. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients. How many supplies do we have? We have an oven, you need that. We have baking sheet, parchment paper, so I'm just going to write paper, mixing bowl, spoon, fork, and wire rack. Okay, so these are all the supplies you need to get together. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra supplies. Okay? So we've already broken down into what we need to cook with, what we need to use. Then you need to know the oven temperature. You set that first. That's 350 degrees. After that, how many instructions are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instructions. So that's not really hard to follow. So you preheat the oven, mix everything together, mix in the add-ins, scoop things out onto the parchment paper, and bake. Not a hard thing to follow. So as long as you're following things in order, gathering your ingredients and supplies beforehand, you can make pretty much any recipe. That's going to be super fun. Now, the next part of breaking up information like this for recipes is that we also need to know the facts about it. This one is a really cool recipe because it comes in with the nutrition facts. More often than not, you don't get that. So for the nutrition facts, it says serving size is 1 cookie and it serves about 24. So you get 24 cookies, which means that if you eat all of them, you have to times everything by 24. So I would not recommend doing that. Now, calories, 119 calories. So that's 1 cookie is 119 or 120 if you round up calories. So with that in mind, the fact that you get 2,000 calories a day 120 calories into 2,000. How many cookies could you have for a day without going over calories? Let's see. Well, that should be 120 goes into 200 one time. And then you have remaining 800. 120 goes into 800. Give me a second to do the math in my head. It takes a little bit. I would say 5 times, and that would be 120 times 5, 0, 10, 6. Oh no, it could go 6 times. Nice. Scratch that. Sometimes doing math in my head makes it harder. So 126 times, 0, 2, 1, 6, 720. So you could have 16 cookies, but that would be all the calories for the day. That's a lot of cookies, but that's also a lot of calories. And I don't think you want to do that much. So I recommend that if you're going to try to stick with a good diet, only have 2 or 3 cookies a day. And then you still have abilities to have lunch and breakfast and dinner and not just cookies all day, because that's not very healthy. Because what healthy things are here? Fat. Well, we need a little bit of fat, but that's a lot of fat. 10% of our daily value in that cookie. Cholesterol. We do need a little bit of cholesterol, but it's not really the good cholesterol, and it's 5%. Sodium, also 5%. We need some salt in our diet, but not that much. Carbohydrates, that's sugars. 5% of sugars. There's a lot of sugars in there. Protein, only 2%. And there's no vitamins. So cookies don't really give us what we need to stay healthy. So cookies are just a snack or a bonus. They are not food for the day. Just something for you to remember. I hope you enjoyed this recipe breakdown and nutrition breakdown, and hopefully I'll see you soon.